Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Why are they so quiet lately? Your energy, it's here. So you're here for a reason. But before we get into your reading, meditate here on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card 1 with the 2 of Swords, card 2, the 2 of Wands, and card 3, the 4 of Swords. Let's get straight into your reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Why are they so quiet lately? What's going on? Your energy draws you here to the green aventurine crystal and the 2 of Swords card. And this already tells me a whole lot because that 2 of Swords energy, it's all about the mind, decisions, emotional confusion, and inner conflict. So this is air energy, baby. It rules over the intellect, over analyzing, and the zodiac signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Now let's be real. Why do they get quiet? Why do they back off, go silent, shut down emotionally? Because they're mentally spiraling, because they don't know how to face what they feel. And because you are triggering something deep inside them, and instead of rising up, they are freezing. Let's break it down. They're not busy. No. They are not just thinking. They are not on some spiritual retreat in Bali, okay? No, they're quiet because they're scared of what this connection requires, of growth, of truth, of vulnerability. And most of all, they are scared of being seen by you. Because this 2 of Swords is also a sign of someone playing it safe while acting like they're confused. But the gag is, they don't know what they want. They are just afraid of choosing something real. And you represent real. Real love, real energy, real depth, okay? So let's keep going. We're about to pull the next cards to see what's really going on in their mind right now and what energy they're hiding from you. And if this silence is temporary or calculated, right? And if this is hitting already, don't wait. Book your personal reading with me at claritybay.com, link in the description. So whether it's about this person, your money, your glow up, or your next love, I got you. And stay tuned until the end because I'll reveal the total energetic frequency of this person and what they are not saying out loud. Let's keep going. Pull your next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got Man in Black, honey. Stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. Girl, when the MIB card shows up, it's like Spirit is giving you a huge wake-up call about this person, okay? But we're going to get to the Men in Black card. But first, I'm going to pull another card here. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. You also have the Organizer, which is the planet Saturn. And Saturn says everything has its rightful place. First, we're going to start here with the Men in Black, and then we're going to move over to Saturn, the Organizer, because Saturn going to put your butt in check. Okay, but let's find out. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Listen, listen, listen. Men in Black plus Saturn, baby. This silence ain't just silence. It's a spiritual checkmate. So, this is stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. Now, when this card shows up, baby, it's no coincidence. This is spiritual security showing up like you've been ignoring the red flags. So let's make it loud. This person is watching, not always physically, but energetically. So they are hovering in your field, trying to see what you're doing, who you are talking to, how far you really pulled away. And here's the deeper truth. They don't like not having access to you. Even if they acted like they didn't care before, even if they pulled away first. Okay? This is the energy of someone who's unsettled, obsessive, and low-key threatened by your growth. But Spirit wasn't done. Okay? Because you also pulled the card of the organizer, ruled by Saturn. And you already know what Saturn does. Saturn don't play, okay? Saturn don't play. Saturn steps in when karma needs to be paid and the games need to stop. So yeah, this card literally says everything has its rightful place. Translation: Spirit is reordering the energy. Spirit is forcing this person to either step up or step out, because your path is getting organized. And this silence, honey, this distance, it's not punishment. It's alignment. So let's keep pulling and go deeper, okay? Because we're about to find out, are they really coming back? And what are they planning next? And is their silence a pause or a permanent disconnect, right? And honey, don't go anywhere. You need to stay until the end, because I'll be revealing the total energetic frequency of this connection and what they're hiding behind the silence. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You're mysterious. And the card says, I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. Never really know where I stand with you. Okay. Listen. This is deep because I just want to say this. It's like, oh, okay. So now it's you who's the mystery, right? Now that's funny because the last time you checked, it was them who ghosted, went quiet, or flipped the damn script like you were supposed to read their mind. So let's break this down. This person is confused by you because you're not chasing. You're not explaining yourself, and you're not playing into the emotional bait. See, because your silence is louder than their words. They expect you to blow up their phone. They expect you to fall apart, but instead you're giving unbothered but watching, stillness with power, mystery with receipts. And now let's face it, they are spiraling, trying to figure it out. Do you still care? Are you seeing someone else? Did you just evolve past their access level? Let me be real with you. This person's confusion isn't about you hiding anything. It's about them being unable to read someone who's no longer living in survival mode. You're not hiding. You're just healing, okay? And healed people don't explain their peace, right? They don't. So let's go ahead and pull your next card and go even deeper, because we still need to uncover, are they serious about returning, or are they just spiraling in silence? And don't forget, at the end, I'm revealing the total energetic frequency of this connection, what they are hiding, what they are not saying, and whether this energy is worth waiting for or walking from. All right, so let's go, Clarity family, pull your next card. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through here. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. We're going to go with this card. It jumped out of the deck. And it is, look, the Knight of Wands. Okay. And that's Knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, and that's Wands, W-A-N-D-S. Look, y'all. This is fire. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy. All right. So what I'm saying here is this. This is why they went quiet. It's that hot today, cold tomorrow energy that I want you, but I don't know what to do with you mess. It's that type of mess. Now, let me tell you what this means, okay? This person, woo, they are impulsive AF because they act on attraction, but they struggle with consistency. They're passionate as fuck, right? Ooh, ooh. I didn't mean to say that word on YouTube. They are passionate AF, okay? So one moment, right? And then like the other moment is like poof, gone, quiet. And you are sitting there like, what the F just happened? All right. So this card is a red flag with cologne on. They come in fast and vanish just as quick. But here's the real tea. Here's the real tea. This person never planned to ghost you. They just don't know how to sit still with the kind of energy you carry. Because you're not some shallow vibe. No, you're deep. You're healing. You have boundaries. And boundaries, baby, that scares the heck out of inconsistent people. So when you pulled back, they couldn't handle it. They started making up stories in their head like, are they seeing someone else? And why are they so calm? Why aren't they reacting, you know, the way I expected? Yeah, that's the type of stuff they're saying in their head. But and boom, here comes the silence. But don't get it twisted. That silence, honey, is not peace. It's panic. It's insecurity. It's that Knight of Wands energy, bold on the outside, scattered on the inside. Stay right here, Clarity family, because in your next card, we're going to see what they'll do next, if they are coming back with clarity or just more chaos, and whether this fire burns for you or just burns you out. Okay, and remember, don't click off because I'm revealing the total energetic frequency of this person at the end of this reading. And baby, it's going to be spirit-led and uncut. Let's pull the next card. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. And you got Virgo, the alchemist. And as you know, y'all know this, Virgo is an earth energy. Precision, refinement, and self-work. But also judgment, control, obsession with perfection. Let me tell you what I'm hearing right now. This person is in cleanup mode, but it's messy. See, Virgo energy talks big about healing, but most people don't talk about Virgo's dark side. Now, I'm not trying to shade nobody. Look, we all zodiacs have a light and a dark, a high vibrational and low vibrational frequency, depending on how they consciously move. Okay? So when they feel out of control, I'm talking about Virgo, they start trying to control you instead. They overanalyze everything until they drive themselves and you crazy. So what's happening now is this. They have gone quiet because they're trying to micromanage the chaos you triggered in them. You made them see themselves. You held up a mirror, and instead of rising up, they went ghost. But behind the scenes, okay, they are picking your last convo apart, replaying your energy like a highlight reel, obsessing over what they should have said or should have done to stay in control. This Virgo alchemist energy tells me two things. It tells me two things. And I'm going to tell you what they are. That they want to come back only when they feel ready. Not emotionally ready, in control ready. But deeper truth, you intimidate their shadow because you're not broken. You're whole. You're healing. You are glowing. And people stuck in toxic cycles, they don't know what to do with healed women. They only know how to fix, save, or control. But you don't need fixing. And that's the real threat. So stay with me, because in your next card, we're going to uncover the next move, right? And whether this alchemist is actually transforming or just stirring up more confusion, okay? And also, if this is hitting your spirit, you already know what to do. Book a personal reading with me at claritybae.com, link in the description, because your energy deserves precision too. So let's go ahead and pour your next card and see what the energy says. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy here as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. All right. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances, and grow and transform your life. Okay. Spirit said what Spirit said, y'all. Okay. I'm going to break it down the way it's coming through. Okay. Listen, some of y'all don't want to hear this. But what I'm about to tell you, you know, it may sting a little, but it's for your greater good. All right? So, all right. Yeah, I know. Breathe. Let's talk about it. Spirit just stepped in like, stop romanticizing the ghost. That silence, that distance, that I need time to think energy. It's not a pause, it's a door, and it just closed. This person was a season, not your destination. And like I said, I'm going to be honest, baby. And this may sting, okay? May sting like hell. If you still had hope tucked in your pocket. But Spirit is not here to sugarcoat, okay? Spirit is here to set you free. This person can't come with you to your next level. They were a mirror, not a partner. They helped awaken you, but they can't walk with you. And you know that. Deep down, you felt it in your pit of your gut when you try, because this is the thing, when you try to spiritually reach for them and nothing's there. The closure you're seeking is the one you're avoiding giving yourself. The rebirth you've been praying for, it starts with this release. And the peace you're craving is on the other side of done. This doesn't mean you weren't good enough. It doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. It means you outgrew what they refused to heal. So here's what's next. Here's what's next. We are going to channel the total energetic frequency of this person, as well as something else that came through while I was reading your other cards, but I saved it for the total energetic frequency, okay? We're going to channel this energy now. And here it is. Let's tap in, okay, because I've been holding this back until now. But like I said, as I was reading earlier, your energy earlier, something hit me like lightning. This person's energy, unstable, blocked, stuck in survival mode, and spiritually locked out of their higher self. You're showing up like a green aventurine. You're showing up like a green aventurine. Fresh starts, okay? Healing divine softness. And they are showing up like resistance, chaos, and unprocessed shame masked as silence. Here's the raw truth that I couldn't say earlier. They know exactly what they're doing, but they don't think you'll ever leave for good. That's the thing, because you always had a soft spot. You always cared hard. You always cared harder than them. But now you pulled back your power and they feel it. That's why the energy got quiet. That's why the Knight of Wands showed up, because they're watching you and trying to figure out if you're really done. This is the part I saved for last. They thought you were the one who needed them, but your silence is louder than their games. They are panicking in that men in black energy, intimidated, paranoid, low-key stalking you spiritually, and maybe even physically. So what Spirit is showing now is this. You were sent to shake their soul awake. But Spirit is saying this: you did your part. Let them learn the rest on their own. If this hit deep, if you felt seen, if you want to know what's next in your love life, money path, or your soulmate alignment, book a private reading at claritybay.com. I'll go deep just for you. And always remember, you don't chase, you attract. And what's real, it never hides in silence. Let's keep glowing. Your next chapter is waiting. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Why did they go quiet on you? The truth that they are not telling you revealed. Your energy drew you here to the carnelian crystal and the Two of Wands. And let me tell you straight off the bat, this person is at a crossroads, but they are acting like they're not. No. Listen, the Two of Wands is all about decision, tension, planning, hesitation. But here's the real tea. They are not just thinking, they're stalling, because deep down, they know that they cannot meet you where you are. The carnelian crystal, it carries passion, fire, and boldness. And here's the thing. See, you are radiating high confidence and self-worth right now, even if you don't always feel it. And that's why they have gone quiet, because your glow up is triggering their indecision. You became the mirror they didn't ask for, okay? And now they don't know. They don't know whether to step up or hide. We're about to get into the real mess, okay? You know I don't hold back. We got 6 more cards to pull, and I'm going to channel what exactly this person is hiding from you, what their silence is really saying, and if they plan to come forward or keep playing games in the shadows. Stay until the very end, because I'll also be channeling the total energetic frequency of this person. And let me warn you now, it may sting a little, but it's for your greater good, okay? And if you want a personal reading tailored to your energy, your situation, your person, go to claritybay.com. Link is in the description. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and pull your next card and get even deeper into this mystery, because this silence is louder than you think. All right, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? You have the Taoceans, that's Taocetians, and this energy is resilient, bold, and sassy. This card is from the Mystic Martian Oracle deck. All right, so with this energy coming through, let me just say this. All right, so let me break it down. This person underestimated your bounce back game. Okay, so they thought you'd be quiet, stuck, maybe even emotionally wrecked by their distance or avoidance. Okay, but you're not out here channeling divine. I mean, you are out here. You're out here channeling divine resilience, because you are bold, you're sassy, and you are spiritually tapped in. Okay, so this card is cosmic confirmation that you're not chasing. You are observing, evolving, and glowing. And that's the real reason they have gone silent. It's not because they don't feel something, but because they feel too much. This Taocean energy is also giving, I've done my healing. You better come correct or don't come at all. So now this person is dealing with the version of you they weren't ready for. And rather than grow, what they do, they ghost. They ghost. So let's go ahead and keep pulling cards, because this energy is heating up fast. And baby, I got a strong feeling that the next card is about to blow the lid off of what they have been suppressing. So stick with me until the end. We're going to piece it together. We're going to piece together their entire energetic frequency. And I promise it'll all make sense by the final card. All right, so let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Look at this. You got the Moon, and the card says the collaborator. I co-create to create. I also want to reference that the Moon does rule over the mother and the zodiac sign of Cancer. All right. So let me tell you what I'm picking up. The Moon is also about shadow work and hiding secrets. Right. But I also want to encourage you to know that whatever is done in the dark, it will come to light. So if you feel like this person's been hiding some ish from you, guess what? They're about to be exposed. And I'm going to tell you what's about to be exposed, but we're going to talk about that in the total energetic frequency at the end of your reading. right? So listen. Here we go, Clarity family, right? This is it. The moon rules over secrets, illusions, and the subconscious. It also governs the mother, right? Emotions. And again, yes, Cancer energy. So baby, if you have been feeling like this person's been hiding some deep, dark mess behind a calm exterior, you're not imagining things. No, this card is showing up to say something they tried to keep, something they tried to bury is rising to the surface. So they thought they could hide, right? Thought that their mask would hold. But Spirit said, nah, we're exposing that. Okay, the moon plus the collaborator tells me that this person is hiding a dual agenda. One face shows, one face they show to the world, and one face they hide in the dark. And you have been feeling it in your gut the whole time. Okay, this might even involve outside influences like family, a mother figure, or someone that they've been collaborating with in secret. But don't trip. Spirit is saying, what's done in the dark about to be exposed in broad daylight. You are divinely protected and being shown the truth in doses. You're being shown the truth in doses so you don't react, okay? You elevate. And trust me, this exposure is going to make you grateful you didn't chase. Stay with me. We'll dig deeper into this, right? And in the total energetic frequency at the end of the reading. That's where we'll expose exactly what they have been hiding and why. So let's keep going. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. Something to say. Look what this card says, something to say. And the card says, there's something I really want to share with you. And I've been waiting for the right time to tell you. Baby, this is a synchronicity after what we just said, that this person is hiding and scared to tell you. Check one, check two. Okay. Look. Baby, stop the car. This message just confirmed everything we were saying with the moon. This person, this quiet, shady energy is sitting on something they've been scared to say. They have been pacing around with this truth, holding it in, rehearsing it in their mind, wanting to tell you, but too scared of your reaction, too scared of what it would mean to finally be seen by you. This isn't just a casual confession. This is something they know could change everything. Okay? And they have been waiting for the right time, the right words, the right moment. But that moment ain't never gonna come because Spirit is blowing up their spot right now. You are not imagining the silence. No, it's not random. It's avoidance. And underneath it, guilt, shame, and fear. And let me say this loud and clear for you. The longer they hide it, the more exposed they're going to get. So if you have been feeling that their energy is tugging at you, that weird, anxious vibe in your spirit lately, this is why. Spirit is preparing you for the full truth. It's coming. And when it does, you won't flinch. You'll level up. We're going to talk more about this hidden message in the total energetic frequency at the end of your reading. Let's go ahead and pull your next card and keep the pressure on because this person's energy is about to fold under the weight of its own silence. So let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So what is the energy? As it does relate, let's see what's coming through for you. You got the Ace of Wands. This is fire energy, represents the fire zodiacs. It's also creativity. And let me tell you what I'm picking up. Okay. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So this is pure ignition energy, okay? This card doesn't whisper, it roars. And let me tell you what I'm picking up, okay? So this person feels lit up when they think about you, okay? You spark something in them they don't even understand. And it's not just attraction. It's not just lust. You activate their potential. You inspire them. And that's exactly why they got quiet. Because instead of rising to match your frequency, they shrunk. They ran. They got scared of their own potential because you showed them how powerful they could be. Let's keep it all the way real. This person has never been with someone who challenged them, okay? Who saw through their act and who lit a fire in their soul. You're not some random crush. You're the wake-up call their ego wasn't ready for. But listen closely. This fire, it still burns. Even in their silence, they are obsessed with the idea of what could be if they had the guts to face themselves. So what now? We're going to find out where this energy goes next. Okay, stay until the end because that total energetic frequency reading is going to tell you the truth behind the silence and whether this fire turns into transformation or just ashes. Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? All right. Yeah, let's find out what's happening. Y'all know what? You got 2 more cards to go. This one and one more. And we're going to find out what's going on. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Kisses. Unconditional loving. Giving and receiving affection. Falling in love. Ooh. So are they pressed? Are they concerned about who's loving you? Is that what's on their mind? Well, I'll tell you what I feel. What's coming through. Thank you, Spirit. The card certainly says kisses. That part. That amazing part, baby. Somebody is pressed. And I mean watching from the shadows pressed. Because deep down this person knows you're the best damn thing that ever happened to them. And now they are terrified someone else is about to realize it too. So this isn't just about physical love. This is about emotional regret. They are feeling your absence. They're feeling the lack of your warmth. They are remembering what it felt like to be on the receiving end of your unconditional love. And now they are haunted by the idea that someone else is getting your kisses. I am picking up on this jealousy mixed with guilt because they know that They didn't treat you right. They didn't do right by you. But that doesn't stop them from hoping that that door is still cracked open. They might not have told you that they loved you, but let me be real here. They did and still do. They just didn't know how to love you in the way you deserved to be loved. So now the question becomes, are they going to do something about it? Or are they just going to sit there imagining someone else loving on you while they hide in silence and sabotage? Stick with me. This next card is going to reveal what their next move is. And trust me, it's going to be very telling. Let's pull this card because this ain't over, babe. Not even close. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy? All right. As it does relate, what is coming through here for you? Here we go. You know what? I'm going to just go like this. Let's just give it space. Give your card some space here. Okay? Here we go. You got Virgo, the alchemist. Interesting, right? Virgo coming through. Of course, it's Earth. And it's physical. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm picking up. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so here we go. Virgo is that earth sign. It's precise, ritualistic, healing, and physical, transformative. This card is not random. It's a message about what this person is doing in the dark, and it's got everything to do with you. Let me tell you what I'm picking up loud and clear. This person is calculating. They're not just sitting there doing nothing. They are observing, watching, tweaking their approach, okay? Because they are trying to fix their image, heal their wounds, and analyze your behavior all at once. But here's the kicker. Virgo doesn't play around with surface level-ish. This is deep transformation energy, like trying to become someone worthy of standing in your light. They want to be better, but they don't even fully understand what healing actually looks like. They don't fully understand. So they might be switching up. You know what I mean? They might be switching up routines, detoxing from bad influences, and reading self-help, or quietly prepping, you know, for a re-entry. But all of it is being done in secret, okay? Because they don't want to come back messy. They want to come back looking healed, even if they're not fully there yet. Right? So ask yourself this. Are you ready for someone who's trying to get their ish together, but may still be halfway in the healing cocoon? Because that's what this energy screams. Right? So stick around. Because I am going to now give you the total energetic frequency of this person, what they're hiding, what they're hoping, and what they'll do next. And also what I promised here with the moon, what is done in the dark with this person, but is coming to light. I'm going to tell you now what's happening with that energy. Thank you, Spirit. It is all here channeled in the total energetic frequency. All right. So here we go. Clarity family. You have arrived at the moment you've been waiting for. You felt it coming. You knew something was off. And now we are channeling what's hidden, what's hoped for, what's next, and what's about to be exposed. Let's break it all the way down. This person is strategically silent, not absent. They're watching, studying how long you'll go without reaching out. They have convinced themselves that this distance is necessary, but secretly they are trying to control the narrative by withholding. They are also hiding guilt for how they handled the last conversation. A sense of emotional inferiority, okay? Because they don't feel like they're enough for you. And something big is brewing around past behaviors they haven't fully confessed to. The moon card energy. Yeah, the shadows are starting to move. What they're hoping. They are hoping you'll break first. They are praying literally or energetically that you will text them, drop a signal on social, accidentally run into them, make the first move so that they don't have to confront their fear or rejection. They're also hoping that you haven't fallen for someone new. They're hoping that you haven't outgrown the version of yourself that tolerated crumbs. And they're hoping that you haven't energetically shut the door for good. What they'll do next. This is where it gets tricky. If you hold the line and don't reach out, they'll get anxious. Then you'll start to see. You'll start to see dreams with their energy, telepathic pull-ins, and maybe even a pop-up or random, hey, how are you message. But if they feel like you have completely leveled up without them, they may try to like mirror your glow up or sabotage from a distance through mutuals, silent stalking, or playing petty games. They're not done, but they're not ready. What's coming to light? This is the moon reveal, okay? Spirit said this loud. You're going to find out something that changes everything. And it could be a secret they told someone else that comes back around. Proof that they've been watching you from a fake account. Or you'll just know through synchronicities, downloads, and dreams. Because Spirit doesn't play when it comes to your protection. Expect clarity before the next moon phase shift, especially around the full moon in Pisces energy coming later this month. Okay? Now, the total energetic frequency is this. This person's energy is burning with regret, desire, and confusion. They want back in your field, but they don't know how to be worthy of the access they once had. They are torn between wanting to heal, wanting control, and not wanting to admit they messed it all up. And now the real question is, what do you want? Because the moment you decide that, everything shifts. And Spirit's watching to see if you'll choose you again. So if you're ready for deeper insight on this person, your money, or your next chapter, or your soulmate path, book a personal reading with me at claritybay.com. Link is in the description. Your story matters, and the next chapter is already being written in your favor. Stay powerful, stay clear. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. Why are they so damn quiet lately? Okay, we're going to find out the truth that they're not telling you. Baby, they are exposed. Your energy pulled you straight into this reading. You were divinely drawn to the brown moonstone crystal and the Four of Swords card. And let me tell you something right off the top. This is retreat to avoid accountability energy. This is let me act like I'm healing when I'm really hiding energy. This person didn't go quiet because they're peaceful. They went quiet because they're mentally and emotionally spent. And they don't know how to face you. Okay. The Four of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This isn't about zodiac signs. Okay. This is about somebody who's pulled back, shut down, and gone still. So this is air energy, right? But not because they have moved on. It's because they are secretly hoping you will come and check on them. This person is laid out, not just tired. They are energetically limp. They're silent because they're scared. They are distant because they can't handle your presence. They're quiet because your vibration is too loud for their shadow to stay hidden. And let's be real. This isn't just about rest. This is avoidance in a velvet robe. They ghosted with softness, hoping that you'd miss them enough to come chasing. But guess what? You're not doing that anymore. Okay? Now, this reading is about to uncover what they're really thinking during the silence, what they are not saying, but Spirit already knows, and what the heck they plan to do next, because best believe they're not done. So stay locked in until the end, because I'll be channeling the total energetic frequency of this person, what they're hiding, what they're hoping, and what's about to get exposed. Plus, if you want a personal reading on this connection, your money, your glow up, your new love, or all of the above, book with me at claritybae.com. Links in the description. Now, baby, let's crack this case wide open and pull your next card. And let's see what the silence is really saying. So let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. You got the Venetian's energy. This is romance, soulmate, and empathy energy. Somebody all up in your love business want to know, baby, who you are with today. But we're going to get to the Venetian energy. Of course, the Venetian energy is ruled by the planet Venus. The planet Venus does rule over Libra and Taurus. But I'm going to go ahead and pull another card here, and then we'll read both energies. You have the Messenger, the planet Mercury. All right, so let's start here with the Venetian's energy, and then we will uncover what the planet Mercury has to say. The planet Mercury card does say, I bring the light of awareness. So, okay, we're going to find out what that is all about. Thank you, Spirit. Starting with the Venetian's card. All right, here we go. This is what's up. Now, as I mentioned moments earlier, the Venetian's energy is ruled by the planet Venus, the planet of beauty and love. Somebody is all up in your love business. They've gone quiet, but their heart, loud, obsessed, tethered. So this is someone who's watching from the sidelines, biting their lip, wondering, who are they with today? Is someone else loving them better than I ever did? Are they over me for real? Oh, yes, they're thinking that. So Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus and Libra. Okay, so we are talking sensual longing. obsessive comparing, emotional imbalance masked as indifference. So this person may be silent, but they're emotionally nosediving in private. Okay, honey, jealousy got them shook. And now they are over there wishing they didn't fumble someone as rare as you. Now let's talk about this for a second. The messenger, planet Mercury. The card says, I bring the light of awareness. Mercury rules the mind, the throat, the text message, the phone call, the confession. You know what that means? This person has something they need to say, but they're terrified of your reaction. They want to break the silence, but pride and fear are in full-on tug-of-war. So yeah, the Venetian energy says, I still want you. I still feel you. And the Mercury energy says, but if I speak, I might expose myself. And I don't know if you'll forgive me. So this combo is explosive. Romantic longing plus blocked communication. Someone spiraling in silence while craving your attention. They are sending telepathic signals because they can't send a real text. But you're not meant to chase. You're the ones, right, who need to they are the ones who need to bring the awareness. Not just to you, but to themselves. Okay? So, and trust me, Spirit is working behind the scenes to make that happen. Stay until the end for the total energetic frequency because we're going to break it down. What this person is really hiding, what they're hoping you'll never find out, and what's about to surface, whether they're ready or not. Okay, so let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. Let's move into the next card. Let's dig deeper. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. You got your mind. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want you. I want the world to know you're mine. Okay. Y'all, look. Oh. Baby, this is full possession mode. This person is losing their damn mind in silence. Okay. They're not texting, not showing up, but fuming at the thought of someone else touching what they still believe is theirs. Let's call it what it is. Emotional instability masked as passion. They don't want to claim you properly. But they also don't want anyone else to experience your love, your glow up, your body, or your energy. Is it toxic? Yes. But here's the thing. They don't even deny it. This card is a full-on confession of internal chaos. Yeah, it's toxic. And I still want you. So this is given, scrolling your socials with a fake account, watching your glow up like it's a movie, and low-key comparing every situation to you. Dreaming about saying your name, but saying nothing in real life. They want to pop up like, you always been mine. But guess what? That's not love. That's possession. Okay? And Spirit is showing you this so you don't get tricked by the silence. The quiet is not peace, honey. It's obsession simmering behind locked doors. And we're going to reveal exactly what they're hiding in the total energetic frequency at the end of this reading. So stay glued. We're not done yet. Let's go ahead and pull your next card. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Five of Coins. Did we just say this? The Five of Coins. Somebody is worried AF. And the coin energy represents Earth, zodiacs, as well as Earth energy. It's physical. This is real. AF. Let me get into it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so look, y'all. Like I said, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn vibes. But more importantly, this is real life, physical world anxiety. Let's talk about it, because this Five of Coins is that I messed up. And now I feel it in my bones kind of energy. So we're talking sleepless nights, financial instability, emotional regret. They don't know how to fix. So it's like they're saying, like, what if you moved on and glowed up without me? And this ain't no little soak. This is deep, aching worry. Not just missing you, but missing access to your energy, your softness, your stability. And let me tell you, they feel that lack physically. Can't eat. Can't focus, checking their phones like it's going to magically say your name. But baby, this is someone who ghosted and thought you wait. They thought you would wait, but now they're shook because you actually detached. So Spirit says this is your confirmation. You were the emotional and spiritual nourishment for this person. Now they are out in the cold and they feel every inch of it. They're not going to say it directly, but the Five of Coins never lies. So we're getting closer to your total energetic frequency. Stay locked in, because that's where we reveal what's really going on with them. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your next card. And remember, if you want a personal reading on this connection, your money, your glow up, or your future, book at claritybay.com. The link is in the description. Let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through here? All right, here it is. Thank you, Spirit. You got Libra, the idealist. Libra coming through. And we just mentioned Libra with the planet Venus, right? Yes, we did. I think I want to put Libra right here. We mentioned Libra earlier with the planet Venus because we said the planet Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. Now Libra is showing up again as a confirmation here in the reading. So after the Libra card, we have one more card to go before your total energetic frequency of this person. And y'all, I feel something that's coming through that I really got to share with you inside that total energetic frequency, but I'm going to save it until then. But let me tell you, this is deep what's showing up here with Libra. And of course, Libra is air energy. It's balance, image, partnership, and fairness. And let's not forget obsession with how things look to other people. Now, you remember earlier when we pulled Venus, we said that. Okay. So this is a sign, baby, that this person, they are still fantasizing about you. And not just any old way. We're talking, what if we had lasted? What if I showed up right? What if they're out here looking this good with somebody else? But the twist is, they don't want to do the work to truly be who you deserve. They just want the fantasy version back. Saying stuff like, if I could just rewind time and get them to see me the way they used to. This is Delulu energy. Still watching, still wondering, still wishing, but not stepping up. Libra shows up, says it all. Libra showing up says it all. They want balance back, okay? They want the balance back with you, but they're also trying to maintain their image. They'd rather suffer silently than admit they fumbled a real one. But baby, let me tell you this. What I'm picking up is deep, okay? Let me tell you. Child, they've got secrets. And real talk, I'm going to expose what's been hidden and what they're actually planning next. Okay, so stay right here. We got one more card to go before we channel it all. Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Kisses. Kisses. The card says kisses. Unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection and falling in love. I find this to be a synchronicity because of the Venetian's energy and Libra showing up. I feel like they're really bothered about, you know, comparing themselves to other people that you may be interested in. They don't really think that they are worthy of your time and attention because you have raised your standards and they know that. But they're also afraid that you'll find someone that sees your worth and your value. Protects your energy, protects your peace. Okay, so I'm like, now hold up. Hold up. Did we just pull the Venetian card? Romance, soulmate, and empathy. And then Libra, the idealist, energy of partnership and romance longing. So baby, yeah, Spirit is stacking the signs. This person is not only still emotionally attached, they are low-key panicking. Why? Because you glowed the F up. Your standards are higher. Your energy is more sacred. Your attention is no longer on them. And they know that they don't measure up anymore. They are stuck in their head like, what if they meet someone better? What if someone actually sees them the way I never did? What if they never come back? This is that karmic grip that they feel, you know, the distance now. And instead of making moves to rise, they're sinking deeper into insecurity. But don't be fooled. This isn't pure regret. It's fear of being replaced. It's fear of you receiving the real love that they know they couldn't give. This is a major synchronicity, especially with all this Venetian energy flowing through your spread. You are divinely aligned with the energy of receiving love that's actually healthy, not codependent. And now, it's time to channel. It is time to channel your total energetic frequency for this person, what they're hiding, what they're hoping, and what they'll do next. Thank you, Spirit. All right, here we go. What they're hiding is this. They feel exposed. All right. So this person is spiraling inside, not just because you're gone, but because they know you see them. Your energy is so clear, so tapped in that even if they never say a word, you feel their guilt, their hesitation, their unfinished cycles. So yeah, they are hiding shame, but also pride. And they won't reach out first because they're afraid of rejection. But they're also secretly hoping that you will break the silence so they don't have to eat their ego. And let's be honest, they are still watching you silently, energetically, dreams, social media, divination, whatever portal they can find. What they are hoping that you will come back without them having to change. They want access to your light without having to grow into it. They miss your softness, your healing aura, but they're still hoping that you will shrink again. Make it easier for them to stay comfortable in their shadow. But deep down, they are hoping for another chance. They just want it on their own terms. What they'll do next, they're conflicted as hell. On one hand, they may test the waters. A like, a view, a vague reach out, some subtle energy shift to see if you're open. Okay? Because they want to see if you're still emotionally available. But here's the key. If you don't bite, they will stall. And not because they let go, but because they don't know how to level up. Okay? So yeah, they'll retreat into silence again if they sense that you're not entertaining crumbs anymore. Here's the final download. This person is in a tug of war with themselves. You are their mirror, and your detachment is shaking them. And not just emotionally, but spiritually. They are being forced to sit with the version of themselves that you no longer tolerate. But the real question is, will they rise or will they retreat back into the same loops that cost them you? So stay tuned because Spirit's not done revealing. And if you want to go deeper, book a private reading at claritybay.com and we can dive into their karmic patterns, your next aligned partner, or how to clear residual cords. You already know how I got you. With clarity and love.